Tactical Topic.
Homies, welcome to Tactical Topic, where I talk about FGC related stuff, and you know we're still talking about Street Fighter 6. The more and more information that comes out, the more and more hyped I get. Like, look at this versus dynamic intro.
Started from the bottom and I'll never look back. Look at all my haters, y'all making them mad.
Yo, if you gonna steal anything from Soul Calibur, I'm glad it's this. I remember loving doing this in Street Fighter 2, just making different faces and seeing what they say when you press different buttons. But today, we are talking about one certain thing that's usually controversial when it comes to the FGC community, and that's simple controls. Because Street Fighter 6 has modern controls and of course the classic controls. But you know, it's a controversy nonetheless. And if you know me from the Billsby video, you would probably think I don't like easy buttons, but that's far from the truth. The only thing I was really mad at him about in that video is when he said that motion inputs are a relic and a crutch to newcomers, because it's not true. If you want to learn how to play the game, you're going to learn how to play the game. And one of the best arguments to this day is these little kids can do all this crazy building in Fortnite, so why can't they just do down forward punch to do a fireball? It's not that hard. But if there is a simple mode in a game, I don't mind if somebody picks that. Shoot, maybe they don't now actually play the game and it helps them. But yes, Street Fighter 6 is going to have a simple mode to where basically you have one button Hadouken, Soryuken, Tornado Kick, and auto combos. The button layout is kind of similar to like how Marvel vs. Capcom 3 was, a light, medium, heavy, but then there's a special button instead of a launcher button. Which means a 6-button game has been reduced to basically 3 buttons, which means I'm pretty sure they're not going to have their crouch and medium kick. Well, I guess it depends on the character, because only having light, medium, heavy, which means it's going to diverge from the kick or the punch. And like, do that also mean like Ryu's overhead punch? Is that gone from that system? But we'll see more once it actually comes out. Then it has 3 assist combos, one being like the classic bread and butter where you just hit them and then do a special move. The second one is basically the same thing, but it ends with a super. And the last one is a hit to an EX move, to a special move, to a super. Basically the same thing that other games with auto combos have, like Fighters or KOF. And honestly, I'm all for it. I'm glad that they have this for people, because I have tons of friends who do like fighting games, but they can't really hold a candle to me because I'm more skilled than them. So I would either pick a random character or make sure I don't pick my best character just so they can kind of have a fighting chance, because at the end of the day I can still beat the... Okay, that's too much bragging. Basically, I'm glad that this is them for them, so they don't have to sit there and learn how to do just the simplest move when they don't probably have the time or necessary free time to do this. Or little kids, like my daughter, she loves playing fighting games. She don't know how to do no dang DP. She did a fireball every now and then, but at the end of the day, she loves BB tag because she can just hit buttons and see combos. But of course, you got the people who are mad about it and don't want it in the game, because I ran into somebody who said, I'm fine with simple. It's whatever. I don't like it when it's clearly inferior to normal controls, which it usually is. Of course it's inferior to normal controls. It's supposed to be inferior. It's supposed to be a simple mode for people to learn how to play. So basically, I did say that. I said that's the point. And they replied, well, it shouldn't be. If you're going to have an easier control for people to get into the game, they can't get into the game with GIMP mechanics. Yes, they can. I've seen a lot of people. I even went to a local and I went against somebody who used simple mode in Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite. They had auto combo, auto jump on, and I mean, they didn't do good, but at least they got to play and do special moves. And then he basically ended it with like, they're not going to learn nothing, they're not going to get good, blah, 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 the basic fundamentals. And I replied with, not everybody wants to go to EVO. But of course he said, I don't want to go to EVO. Like, that's not exactly what I was saying, but basically not everybody is you. Some people don't have the time to learn this stuff, but still want to play the game. But then after all of that, something occurred to me, and it kind of scared me. If we have easy inputs, that means he's coming back. 3DS Gal. I hated that so much. If Gal's back in this game, that means he has standing flash kick. The ultimate anti-air move doesn't need a charge. And that scares me. But then luckily, one of my friends showed me that in matchmaking, you don't have to look for modern controls. You can just look for other people in classic controls. And I'm like, yes, because as soon as I run into a modern control Gal, I am turning that off. That's the worst thing ever. He has one button sonic booms and one button flash kicks, which is all he needs. He don't need no combos because you ain't never getting in on him. As soon as he throws sonic boom, you jump it, he's gonna flash kick you, which means you're first to block and slowly creep in if he's not throwing sonic booms fast enough. No. As soon as I see that, I'm never matchmaking with modern controls ever again. But other than that, I'm all for it. Because, like, seriously, when I had the 3DS and that happened to be like 4 matches in a row, I went right back to GameStop and said, I don't want this no more. I'll go home and play Street Fighter. I don't need to be sitting here at work or school with the Wi-Fi getting butt kicked by one button Gals. No, I'm good. But yeah, at the end of the day, it's not like this game is modern controls. You still have the classic controls, which I'm pretty sure a lot of people are going to use, and newcomers and kids are just going to use modern controls until they actually can learn the classic or just stick with that, because not everybody's here to stick to the game and become pros. But yeah, at the end of the day, it really doesn't affect you, because even matchmaking, you don't have to deal with these people if you don't want to. So tell me what you think. Are you cool with modern controls? Do you think that is needed? Do you not want it in the game at all? Should it stay classic? Should we stay boomers and keep everything the way it's always been? Down forward, punch for life, Hadouken fams. None of this forward triangle bullshit. Tell me what you think down below. Until next time, with your boy Slick. See ya.